Hello, everyone. Hello, Verblingites. This is Holly, and I am ready to go over a reading exercise for intermediate and beyond. So, the topic is about a little boy in Ireland who apparently has become a world class chess championship. So that is what we'll be going over today and it will be it's called the King of Chess. This exercise will start out with a warm-up discussion about sports. Then we'll do some matching activity when it comes to keywords. Then we'll go on to a reading, and we'll read about Ireland's youngest chess champion. And then after that, we will move on to more vocabulary type activities. And then if there's time, we will also work on some grammar and some work on tense, and I do a tense review, but that's if there's time. Looking forward to working with everyone, and it looks like somebody's come. Hi, how are you doing? I can't say you're getting, okay. I'm
Doing very well.
I'm a, I can say it half the time, but when I think about it, I can't say it.
Abimelech.
Yeah, Abimelech. Yeah. Well,
Because
but it's actually it is from the Bible. I recognize it, but I can't. It's
mm,
in the Old Testament, right?
yes, but my spelling is wrong because we pronounce as Hindi. That's why spelling is wrong. That's why uh, you have problem, I think.
Well, yeah, I think. Well, the problem is the H because I want to pronounce the H, because in Finnish every letter is used. So if there's an H there, you would actually say it. And so that's why I'm getting Abimelech. If there wasn't that H there, I would be fine.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I try to sound all names. I try to call people by their correct name and the correct pronunciation, but it's difficult. And just like not everybody pronounces my name right either. So, um, many people will call me Holly, and
Oh,
instead Holly or Holly, or some people actually Holy, and it's actually Holly. So it's a
yeah.
completely, yeah, it's Holly, but some people say Holly or Holy or whatever because of the O. And so anyway, so have you been studying all this time? Have you been to the
Uh,
other classes? Of course,
yes.
there was an hour break because it looks like somebody dropped out of the hour before. Somebody had to cancel. It looks like last minute. So you did have a break, right?
Yes, I took a break for 2 hours.
Oh, for 2 hours. Oh, okay. Since that's the break I had as well. So I've done Candy Crush on Facebook. I've watched a couple Star Trek episodes.
Okay.
And what did you do?
I slept.
Slept. Oh. Well, if I do that, I probably won't wake up. So I probably I didn't actually plan on teaching at night, but it's like what happened was I would finish a class like at 1 in the morning because I thought, oh, okay, the latest I'll teach is 2, and then I'd finish a class, and then I would be so energized I couldn't go to sleep, and
Okay.
then okay, I was like, okay, then I'll teach a class, and then that's kind of how it happened, and now it's like I think I've pretty much scheduled to teach the American evening and the American night, and then I'm sleeping during the American morning. So
And what time is it there?
right now it's 4 a.m.
Oh, that's too early.
Yeah, yeah, no, and I haven't been to bed, so I'm gonna teach this hour and next hour, and then I will wake my sister up, and we're gonna go to breakfast at a local restaurant, and then I'll
Okay.
come back and go to sleep. So I'm actually gonna be sleeping Asian hours
Okay.
Yeah, Japan and Korea, those time periods. So what time is it where you're at right now?
It's now 3:30 p.m.
Okay, yeah. And so you're in one of the time zones in India that's at the half hour, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you know why they did that
I
at
don't
all?
know.
I don't either, but it's interesting how there's some like a half hour type thing, and it's only in the country of India. So
Hmm.
anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started, and then if somebody comes, that's great. If somebody doesn't, that's fine too. You're here. Have you ever played the game of chess?
Yes, yes. When I was a teenager,
Uh-huh.
uh, then played, but not so well.
Uh-huh.
I always was lost.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And I think I played it when I was about 8 or 9, and of course I didn't play very well. So, hi Ellen, how are you? Welcome back.
Hi, Holly.
So, yeah, there isn't any sound, so your microphone sounds good this time. So,
It's
I
getting
was,
better, right?
yeah, I was convinced you were just on a train. Because the sound behind, and I thought, oh yeah, it sounded like the train wheels screeched and everything. So during the
Oh,
last class, it was funny. So anyway, so what are you doing besides studying at Proverbling today? Any plans for this Saturday?
um, actually, no. Because usually in the weekend I will do some housework, cleaning the
Uh-huh.
house, have my clothes laundry, wash
Uh-huh.
my clothes.
Uh-huh.
That's usually I would do. But about this week, because there is a protest activity out there,
Mm-hmm.
so I rather stay at home. And
Ah.
yes,
So
because
there's protests going on right now in Hong Kong?
yes. The university student fight
Mm-hmm.
for the democracy things.
Oh, now is that a uh is well, let me say it this way. When I lived in excuse me, um, when I lived in Korea, I learned that the Korean students felt that it was their obligation or their duty as students to protest the government. Is that the same in Hong Kong, or is it just for
Um,
this specific issue? I mean, has it always been
um,
this way, I guess, where
I
students protest?
think Hong Kong student always been fighting with the government
Okay,
after we took back from by China,
okay. So,
because it's the previous time we were a colony of Britain.
hmm
At that time, I didn't see so many protests and so many people um,
hmm
ask for the democracy things
hmm
or ask for the executive, the governor step down.
Okay. So, but now they actually do that kind of thing.
I
So,
think Hong Kong people don't like China government. Some people would don't like China's government, so that
uh-huh.
they keep making trouble to them.
Uh-huh. Okay. I want to talk to you more about that, but I guess we need to actually get onto the topics of hand. But maybe one day I can pick your brain about it because it sounds very fascinating. So,
Yes,
uh,
yes, let's go.
yeah. All right. The topic. Excuse me. Sorry about that. The King of
No
Chess. So
problem.
the topic we have, the question I have for you guys before we actually get started is, which sports do you enjoy playing or watching, and why? Abimelech, which sports do you enjoy playing or watching?
Okay. I enjoy playing and watching cricket.
Cricket. Okay, I've heard that that's quite popular in some parts of the
Yes.
world.
It's
Yeah.
very popular in India, and whenever I find time, I have
Mhm.
time, I play with my friends. It's very interesting game.
What
And
is it, what is it? What actually are the rules for cricket? I mean,
I think it's somewhat similar to baseball, I think.
oh, okay. Is it okay? So it's a type of baseball. Is that the one with a flat ball? It's a flat bat.
Oh, yes, flat
Okay.
bat.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Um, two teams are there.
Uh-huh.
Uh, in one team, there are 11 players, and mm, two players uh, two players play at same time.
Uh-huh.
Uh, in the pitch inside, one person throw the ball, and the against person hit the ball with bat.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, so that does sound kind of like baseball.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, interesting. Okay, excellent. Um, in your opinion, who are the best cricket players in the world?
Mm, I think I remember many names. Sachin Tendulkar from India, and uh, Adam Gilchrist from Australia,
Uh-huh.
and Kevin Peterson from England.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I don't
Okay.
remember now, but there are many great player in cricket, but I don't remember now.
Okay. Um, Alan, do they play in Hong Kong? Do they play cricket?
I think so.
Yeah.
Some okay. I don't pay cricket,
Uh-huh. Okay.
but I think there may be some people here will.
The, okay. The reason I ask is because since it was a former British colony or autonomous nation from Britain that maybe they play it more than they would, for example, here in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So Alan, which sports do you enjoy playing or watching, and why?
I enjoy playing a lot of sport.
Uh-huh.
But for the sport I like most should be basketball, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I enjoy watching the basketball game.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Okay. So you said you enjoy watching what game? Football games?
Basketball game.
Basketball games. Okay. So do you watch the NBA at all, or is there local teams that
Uh,
you watch?
yes, but in recent years I didn't have much time to
Mhm.
watch the game because uh, you know the time difference between Hong Kong and US.
Yes, yeah.
So I have to maybe some NBA basketball game will be playing at the time when I was working.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, where in the rest of the world, everybody likes to play soccer, but there are pockets of fans all over the world who like basketball. So you're one of those. Yeah, I also enjoy watching NBA, but I have not really watched it or followed it in years. And one reason is because I lived abroad in a country that never showed it. So,
Okay.
uh, yeah. Okay, let's go on. we're going to again read an article, and hopefully it's interesting. But we're going to start out again with vocabulary words like we did before. So, can everybody read this? Is this fine? Okay, so we're going to start with number 1. We've got an opponent. Then we have focus, a grandmaster, hesitant, join, upset, a prodigy, enthusiasm, and pick somebody. So these are some key words or phrases from the text. So let's look at the definitions over here. How I thought about it again. Abimelech. Could you read A?
Okay. A person who has the highest level of skill at playing chess. This means a grandmaster.
Yes, it would be a grandmaster, exactly. All right, and sorry, Ellen, could you read the next one?
A person who you compete against in a sport event or other context.
Okay, so a sports event. Okay. Yeah, so somebody you compete against. This could even be what? Excuse me.
An opponent.
Opponent, yes, an opponent. And this could actually be even in an election, for example. Your opponent is a person you are competing against. Or it's in business. It could be an opponent type of thing. Okay. C, a person, especially a child, with an exceptional talent. What is that? Anybody know?
A prodigy.
Yes, a prodigy. And normally I equate. Normally, when I hear about prodigy, I think of prodigy piano players. Can you think of other prodigies that you have know about? Either one of you?
No.
No.
Okay, because I just hear about piano players. So, okay, next one. Concentration. What word here means concentration?
Concentration.
Focus.
Focus, yes. Okay, excellent. And E, Abimelech, would you read that?
Energetic interest in a particular subject or activity.
Okay.
Enthusiasm.
Yes, perfect. Enthusiasm. And Alan, would you read the next one?
Nervous or uncertain about doing something.
Okay. Hesitant, yes. You're nervous or uncertain about doing something. Hesitant. Okay. Number G is to become a member of a team or something like that.
This is join.
Join, yes. And that's G. And Alan, could you read the next one?
To choose someone, for example, for a team, pick somebody.
Okay. And then, of course, the last one, worried, unhappy, or angry, is upset. Are any of these words new for you?
I think prodigy is new for me.
Okay, prodigy is new. And how about you, Abimelech? Are any of these new for you?
Prodigy is new. Prodigy is new, yes, but I saw the meaning in dictionary.
Okay, you checked it in the dictionary. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, prodigy I think is not used all that often. And then grandmaster is actually only used in the field of chess. So this one you really don't hear very much either. But the rest of them are normal, regular words. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to read an article below, and we're going to find the following information. How old is Shane McLay? Which country does he represent? When did he learn to play chess? How many Irish grandmasters are there? Which is the answer to the number 2. How many young people in Ireland are involved in chess? At what age do pupils usually join the chess club at Shane's school? How often does Shane play chess? And how old was Shane when he learned how to set up a chessboard? Okay, so we're going to look for those answers, and after we read it, we will come back and see if we can come up with the answer. So Ireland's youngest king of chess takes on the world. A player so young he cannot read or write is shocking the chess scene in Ireland. Okay, Alan, could you read the first paragraph?
Okay. At the age of 5, Shane Millard has already become the youngest person to represent Ireland as a member of the under-12 team.
All right, thank you. Any words in here? So go ahead. We're going to go through this quite quickly. So if there is a word, just tell me real quick.
Shane, who has just finished his first year at primary school, has attracted a lot of attention for his exceptional talent for playing chess.
All right, thank you. All right. And Abimelech, could you read number 3?
Okay. The boy who was taught to play at the age of 3 by his grandfather quickly showed both a passion for the game and a natural talent. Experts who have observed him predict he will become very successful in the future.
Okay, thank you. Okay, according to his chess coach, Alan Turnbull, Shane is very talented for his age and has beaten much older pupils. In terms of his talent, he is very much above anyone I have taught. Alan, number 5.
Okay. Mark Klein of the Irish Chess Union said that the boy had exceptional focus and concentration. He is a completely normal 5 years old, he said, but he is completely obsessed with the game at the moment. He loves it.
He loves it. So he's a completely normal 5-year-old, is how we say it, 5-year-old. He said, but he's completely obsessed with the game at the moment. He loves it. Very good.
Is this completely normal is a ordinary 5-year-old boy?
Yeah, that's basically, it's just a completely normal 5-year-old is basically saying he is a normal 5-year-old boy. Exactly.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, Abimelech, could you read number 6?
Sorry, one word is there, obsessed.
Okay, obsess means you think, eat, and breathe something. So you're always thinking about that game. So he's always thinking about chess. He's thinking and talking and everything. He just loves chess.
Okay.
So okay. All right. Alan, can you read number 6?
Okay, I think this is Abimelech's turns.
Oh, is it? Okay. Sorry. You both start with A.
An Irish chess prodigy is very unusual because the country has produced no internationally known players and is normally associated with physical sports such as rugby and football.
Okay, any words here?
Rugby is a game.
Excuse me?
Okay.
Rugby is a game.
Yeah, it's a also a British game. Do you know very much about it, Abimelech?
Rugby I have heard, but I don't know how to play.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a cross between soccer and football, or American football and soccer. I
Okay.
think is what it is. I know that it is supposed to be a lot tougher than American football, and the British and Australians and I think South Africans play it, and of course Irish. Um, but I'm not really familiar very much with the game, except that I think cricket and rugby are the two that I just don't know very much about. So yeah. Okay, number 7. You guys have kept track of whose turn it is, so.
Okay. The only grandmaster in Ireland is a Russian who moved to the country some years ago. But chess is popular at school level, where about 10,000 young people are involved in the game.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so it's a Russian who moved to the country. Okay. Next person.
Okay. Shane's mother Linda said, "He's very, very smart. He learned to play quite fast. He has a natural talent. He's just a normal kid, but as soon as you put the chessboard in front of him, he's a genius."
Wow. Okay, next one, number 9.
Okay. His primary guru was at first hesitant about accepting him into the chess club because he was so young, and players generally join at around the age of 8. But after a few games, teachers noticed his talent.
Okay, so his primary school. Okay. Number 10. Next.
Okay. His mother says he's not upset at losing a game. He's very competitive. If he loses, the first thing out of his mouth is, "I'll play you again."
And then he learns from it. That's really cool. Okay. Alan.
He doesn't want to play all day every day, but he won't go to bed until he has a game of chess. He can beat me easily, and now he can beat his father. He can't even read or write, and he has been picked to play chess for Ireland.
That's amazing. Okay. Next. Any words? Okay.
Mrs. Melluff recalled, "When Shane was a baby, he used to pick up chess pieces and play with them. And then, when Shane was about 3 years, my dad taught him how to set up the board and he learned how to play."
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Okay, next person.
According to chess experts, the careers of young prodigies are difficult to predict, and some talented players may lose enthusiasm after some years.
Okay, so some talented. So remember, when it's a TED, it's talented players.
Talented
Yeah.
Okay. Players.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, next.
At the moment, however, Shane shows no signs of losing interest. According to his grandfather, Peter McGrath, "I never force him to play, he's always forcing me to get the board out. Instead of his breakfast, he wants a game."
Okay, I'll read the last one. Shane himself, when asked why he plays chess, replies, "I just do. I love it up to heaven." Okay, one thing about this McGrath, that's actually a name. and it's actually McGrath, and it's Irish or Scottish have MC in front of their names a lot. So McGrath is how to pronounce it. So, all right. So, are there any words or phrases that we that you may not know that we missed?
Up to heaven.
Up to heaven. I don't know. I love it, up to heaven, which means I love it as much as anyone would love heaven.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is definitely an Irish idiom, and I've personally never heard it until I read this article the first time. So, but I mean, I kind of get it. He just absolutely loves Ireland. I mean, he loves chess. So, any other words or phrases? Okay, let's see if we can remember. Let's come back to these questions, see if we can remember. So how old is Shane Malo, I guess is his name? Malaf? I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
5
Anybody
year old.
remember?
5-year-old.
5, okay. So he's 5, and which country does he represent?
Ireland.
Ireland, okay. And when did he learn to play chess? Does anybody remember how old he was when he learned to play chess?
When did he learn?
About 3.
About 3, yes. And how many Irish Grand Masters are there? Anybody remember how many Irish Grand Masters there are?
1.
There's actually 0. So he's on his way to probably becoming the first Irish Grand Master. But they did have a man from Russia come over to Ireland and was a Grand Master, but he's not Irish. So
Okay.
that's why they said that there's none. Okay, how many young people in Ireland are involved in chess? Anybody remember?
10,000.
Exactly. 10,000. Okay. At what age do pupils usually join the chess club at Shane's school?
8.
Yeah, that's the age I learned how to play chess. So, how old were you guys when you learned how to play chess? Or have you learned how to play chess?
I was 14 or 15.
14 or 15? Okay. And how about you, Ellen?
I think 10 or 11.
Okay, so yeah, I learned how to play chess when I was 8, and the last time I played chess was I was 11. So, and so how often does Shane play chess? Yeah, every day, and probably it sounds like multiple times a day. For breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, before going to bed. So, okay, how old was Shane when he learned how to set up a chessboard?
Five.
Actually, he was 3, the same age he learned how to play chess. So he learned to set it up. So, okay, let's see what's next. Back here, let's see if we can remember how much we understand about this. Okay, a chess talent is surprising from I'm sorry. Somebody else needs to read this. Abimelech, could you read number 1 with all the choices? And Alan, could you answer the question?
A chess talent from Ireland is surprising because.
And then you can read the answers too.
Chess is not popular in Ireland.
Okay. Actually, I believe the answer is, in fact, I know the answer is Abimelech, do you have a guess?
Mm, I think C. There was a Russian player in Ireland.
Okay, now that's true. There was a Russian player in Ireland, and it's also true that chess is probably not as popular in Ireland. But the answer is this one. Remember, they're associated with rugby and football, so
Oh yeah.
that's why it's so surprising that that a chess talent would come from Ireland. Okay. All right, next one. Shane learned so fast because A, he has a natural talent, B, his father coached him well, or C, he joined a chess club.
Number A. He has a natural talent.
A.
Do you both agree? That is
Yes.
correct. That is correct. Okay, 3. Alan, could you read number 3?
Shane's school didn't want to accept him into the chess club at first because he was too young.
Because he was too young.
Okay, because he was too young. Okay. When Shane loses a game, he A, wants to play again, B, becomes upset, C, goes to bed.
Wants to play again.
Yes, wants to play again. Okay. Careers of young chess prodigies are unpredictable because A, they can lose their talent as they become older, B, they can start to lose interest in the game, C, they can become too obsessed.
I think B is the answer.
Yes, you are correct.
Yes, B.
Yeah, because, and possibly their mates start making fun of them, and then all of a sudden they're like, I'm not interested. So, okay, number 6. According to his grandfather, Shane hasn't lost interest in playing chess because A, he always wins, B, he doesn't play, he doesn't eat breakfast, or maybe he doesn't want to eat breakfast, or C, nobody forces him to play.
C, of course.
Yeah. Because if people were to force him, of course he'd lose interest. So, were you guys ever, excuse me, are you talented in any kind of games or anything that your family encouraged you to play? Any sports? Are either one of you?
No.
I don't think so.
Not me neither. So, okay, so we've got with this one, basically complete the phrases from the text with a preposition, and then we're going to just, instead of write a sentence for each expression, we'll just say a sentence, okay? So what preposition goes with number 1?
Obsessed with?
With, yes. Okay, associated.
To?
Associated to.
No,
Do something.
no, it's actually associated with something. Okay, and then number 3, involved.
In.
Yes, you're involved in an activity. Okay, number 4, hesitant.
Of doing something.
No,
On.
no, I'll give you the first letter.
About.
Yes, hesitant about doing something. An upset.
For.
It actually starts with A.
About.
No. It's actually upset at losing the game. So those are the prepositions with this. So what I'd like you guys. Yes, you have a question?
Sorry.
Yes.
Preposition is very difficult part for me.
I actually have a preposition lesson that I've done with people. When I taught in Finland the face-to-face classes, I used to take it to the classes about every 5 weeks, just because prepositions are so hard for non-native speakers. Now, some languages, they're really easy because they have them in their language too. But if they don't have them in their language, it's very difficult. Are there prepositions in Hindi and in Chinese?
Yeah, we have in Hindi, but they are very easy.
Oh, they are? Okay. And how about in Chinese?
Mm, I think this is very easy,
It is, okay.
but I don't know if a foreign come to learn Chinese, will that be easy too?
Okay. It's probably not easy for them. Yeah. Yeah, and I think what excuse me, one of the things about prepositions that people need to remember, especially with certain types of words, is that many times if you learn the verb or the adjective at the same time as a preposition, it makes a lot more sense. So, for example, associated with, you're involved in. These words are probably, if you learned obsessed with at the same time, then it makes it easier. Because some of these there's not all of the words are like this, but a lot of words are called dependent. The words that have dependent prepositions, and that's one of the things that people need to remember. But let's see if we can. What I'd like you guys to do is, we'll start Abimelech. What I'd like you to do is ask Alan a question using one of these prepositional phrases, and then Alan, if you would respond, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And I will write down what I hear.
Okay. When do you become upset? No. What? Sorry.
Okay.
I will change. Uh, what do you become upset at often?
Okay. What do you become upset at us often? I would say, what do you often become upset at? Do you often become upset at? Or what upsets? Well, of course, this one you wouldn't even. What upsets you often, but you're not using a preposition there. So, Alan, what do you often become upset at?
I often upset at my neighbor put their shoes in the corridor.
Oh, you're often upset when what?
When my neighbors put their shoe put their shoes in the corridor, because
Okay, what are labors?
neighborhood, my
Neighbors, not labors.
something
Okay,
live
neighbors.
yes,
N-E-I-G-H. Neighbors. Okay. Put their what? Put their shoes.
put their shoes in the corridor or lift lobby.
Oh, in the lobby. Okay. In your building.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So is that normal? People.
Should I use the upset at for this
You would say.
sentence?
Let me look. I'm often upset. You can say, well, because you used when, you don't need it, but you can always say this. I'm often upset at my neighbors. At my neighbors, uh, uh, because or when they put and I can't finish it because there's no room, but when they put their shoes in the lobby. So that's what you can do.
Okay.
So it just makes the sentence a little bit bigger. I mean, a little bit longer, but it's actually a little bit more. Sometimes it's a little bit more clear. So I'm going to. Pardon me. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna bear with me a moment. I'm going to actually go to a Word document for this so that we have a little bit more room to write. So bear
Okay.
with me.
Okay.
Okay, so of course because I've got a double screen, it doesn't do it very well. So, double monitors. Okay, so Alan, could you ask Abimelech a question using one of these prepositional phrases?
Yes. Abimanit, have you involved in any racket? The sport you play is what was it called?
Cricket?
Racket
Cricket.
game
Cricket, maybe teams? Do you mean?
teams. Okay.
Have you been involved in any cricket teams?
No, actually, I'm not involved in any cricket teams. I only play for fun.
Okay, so I only play for fun. Okay, I only play for fun. That's good. Okay, now can you ask a question now?
Sorry.
Can you ask a question?
Okay.
And another thing you can do also, when you guys ask a question and answer, you can answer the question. So you answer the question, and then you can add a little information, like you just said. I only play for fun, right? Add a little information, and then you can ask, "How about you?" Okay, and then that
Okay.
might actually keep the conversation going just a little bit longer. Okay. All right. So, Abimelech, could you ask him any questions?
Okay. Are you obsessed, Ellen? Are you obsessed with something?
Yes, for now I'm obsessed with the learning English in Verbalin. How about you?
Okay.
Okay.
Me too.
It's
And
the thing is, I'm obsessed with teaching, so it's funny. I go to this website way too often. You can say I'm
Ellen,
obsessed with verbally. Okay.
how long have you been learning English?
I have been learning English for 2 years, and I was very hesitant about speaking English. So Weblink provide great platform for me to practice. What do you think about learning English in Weblink?
Very good. This is good.
This is very exciting in learning English in Burbling, because I joined Burbling just 8 days ago. And before that, I had been learning English for many years. I don't remember how many years, and I was very frustrated. Sometimes I was very frustrated, and just left it and said I won't learn English because it's very difficult. And after that, I joined in Burbling, and I'm enjoying learning it.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and it's kind of like the new website. You know, when you start going to a website, it's like, oh, this is so fun. So, let's go ahead and talk about this word, this question right here. Are there any young sporting talents in your country? Who is your country's greatest sportsman or sportswoman?
I remember in case one person is there who is I think at number 3 position in world ranking from India, Vishwanathan Anand.
And what sport?
Chess.
Chess. Oh, really? So there's a chess champion in India from India. So obviously he's a grandmaster then, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
That's why I remember the word grandmaster.
That's why you knew it. Yeah. Okay. And how about in Hong Kong?
Yes. Snooker player, Marco Fu. Marco Fu. He is playing very well in snooker. You know?
In what? Soccer? In
Soccer.
football? Soccer or
No.
football? So in soccer?
Soccer? No soccer. Is a game like playing pool. You know?
Oh,
But
oh, I
in
know what you're
American
saying. Oh wow, what is that? A snooker. It's like snooker.
yes.
Yeah. I just
snooker.
saw it. Yeah, I just saw your note too.
Yes.
Okay.
He's playing very well and a well class player now.
Uh-huh.
So what I can remember is him.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I post a link here.
Okay.
Yes, he got some award in the international games,
Uh-huh.
and I think he is pay very well. But you know, in Hong Kong we had not so much resources on growth our young athletes. So
Okay.
I think the ranking of him is almost at the top of his career.
Okay.
So, but it's really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, how old is he?
I think he's already 30.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But when he first get award in international game, he should be 25 something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I've never even thought of snooker or pool or any of that as a
Sport.
sport. It's never occurred to me that it actually can be.
I also never had. I also haven't heard about snooker. You said snooker?
Yeah. I used to. I think I played it once when I lived in Korea 20 years ago or something. It's let's see your website, World Snooker Club. It's okay. So that just shows him, but it doesn't show the game at all. Okay, so let's go. Let's go to snooker. I think I know the game, but I'm not sure. See World Snooker. See if it shows. No, I guess I don't.
That's look like table tennis.
Yeah, that looks like table. No, it's pool. It's a pool. It's kind of like pool. So
Yes. I think similar to pool, but
yeah, or billiard.
the rules the rules for this game is quite different
Mm-hmm.
to pool
Mm-hmm.
for snooker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It probably is. And then there's billiard. I wonder what the difference is between billiard and pool. Apparently there is a difference. Boy, I'm losing my voice. There is a difference, but I don't know what it is. So, all right. Well, it looks like we're running out of time. Did you guys get the link at the top of the Verbling chat
Yes.
so that you can get this get this worksheet? You can this worksheet is nice because it also has the answers on the bottom, so you can do the grammar and then check it for yourself, which is very helpful. It's frustrating to get worksheets and textbooks with no answers, so because you can't study on your own. So
Okay.
all right. Yeah, it looks like we're running out of time. I'm actually teaching next hour if you guys want to continue. Understand if you want to take a break, though. The next hour is actually a topic on stages of life, so talking about the different vocabulary related to different stages in life. So that's what the next hour is about. So thank you very much for your participation in this lesson, and I'm slowly losing my voice again, so anyway, and you guys have a wonderful day if I don't see you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.